The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning. He's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Tua going to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, now it's free. He'll fumble it. And one of the linebackers has got it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
Not bad for a 4th-round draft pick. Well over 100 career starts now. And the chemistry with his top targets, really on point. They spend a lot of time in practice and after practice making sure the routes are run well, and he knows exactly where they're going to be on the field. And when they get open, he delivers.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Graham able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now Cousins. And that's out to the flat for Swift. It'll be a gain of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Throwing is Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Back onto the field comes this offense ready for their 2nd drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Tua sets up to pass it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Here's Tua. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Tua. That one too wide and incomplete.
You still hold your breath a little as a defense when Tua gets out of the pocket. You're worried about him scrambling and getting a first down. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They run. First carry for Damian Harris. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Well, throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
A 46-yard attempt.
The kick by Maher is good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A first down throw for Cousins. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Cousins. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Swift. Touchdown. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Unable to corral it. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So problems there on the return. Very costly, not what you need. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On play action, here's Tua. Pass complete. On the crossing route, this is Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Cousins now to throw on first down. This will be caught. Judy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Play action now. Cousins. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Cousins. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hands, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Returning it, here's Hamler. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Cousins on 1st down. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Play fake. Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead to about the 40-yard line.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The tackle made at the
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. Able to find Dell. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down. Tua going to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. His zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know, the mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. On the return, Harris. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. So he stopped for no gain. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Now Tua. Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Pass complete to Judy on the out route. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Able to slither, but down the numbers. There he goes. DeAndre Swift. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Great run there, but it looked like they were going to have him for the stop. He was able to push through. They didn't wrap up defensively.
No, they didn't. All credit to the runner for making it happen, breaking through some contact and going a long way. But the defensive guys, when they watch this on tape, they're not going to be real happy with themselves. They had a great opportunity that they let slip through their hands.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dragons are able to stretch out their lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It's Hill, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Tua sets up to pass it. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
2nd down and 6 now. To throw is Cousins. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Here now, 3rd and a yard. From the gun, here's Cousins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. To the air again, it's Cousins. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Cousins now on second down. He'll get this off to Swift. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On third down, here's a run by Akers. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. Here's Tua. He's got Hooper on the short connection. Now we're signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a fifth, barring a conversion here on third down. Tua, a final shot before half. And he floats one there, incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin out in the capital of Utah, Salt Lake City. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, we're out to check out another game. And you can see, currently, they trail in that ball game. Matthew Stafford, 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. A touchdown run for Najee Harris. We watched a solid performance out of running back DeAndre Swift. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
The goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage.
And now off to the races down the right side. DeAndre Swift. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's Swift. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
Ball start. Offense.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Darius Slayton A 5-yard touchdown. And the Dragons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 23-yard line.
Back to throw here. He'll get that complete to Dell. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to step.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Tua. And he rifles one incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
And off now to Gibbs. And shedding through the tackle. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. Shoves him away. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Gibbs is in for a touchdown. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. A short one there with Freiermuth. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
Off the play fake, Cousins. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
A second down throw for Cousins. And it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Again, it's Cousins. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now here's Michael Dixon as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Harris returning. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. Toronto's offense ready to take over.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins. Campbell making the catch. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Throwing, Cousins. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Cousins. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So fourth down coming up, John Harbaugh sent on the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago.
This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Once again, he finds Slayton.
A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the 1st. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. His throw incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's happy.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
DeAndre Swift.
Touchdown! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon.
And the Dragons are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Tua going to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And he fires one incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Swift. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Tua sets up to pass it. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Hamler now on the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And they will take over 1st and 10. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 8. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And still about 3 yards shy of a 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Third and short yardage, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 6. Looking to pass, Tua. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Now Tua. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a first down. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. That one caught downfield. It's Hooper. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Tua on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Swift going to try up the middle.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for Tokyo,
it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Toronto, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.